All right, part two. Now, we've already talked about how we're going to flip this point and how control in our first video is the key, not deathmatch, because you win the game based on how many points you score, not models that you kill. Yeah. With Purge the Foe being the only one where truly killing actually scores points. So now I want to talk about how you heal onto a point and how you can use healing onto a point to really push the initiative even further. So let's say in this example that the player is smart and they do not want to use the lion yet. So they're going to move the lion all the way to the corner to threaten. They would probably move their little lone op next to him to keep him safe. And they go, we're going to just charge in with our jump pack intercessors because they've got some good weapons. And with their mortals on the charge, they're going to do pretty well. So you figure that the Gladiator Lancer is going to shoot first. Doesn't have volume, and it also doesn't have any AP except for its big gun. Its big gun probably is going to get both hits through, both wounds through, and you're going to save one. But feel no pains won't matter because it's going to be a ton of damage. One sister's dead. All the rest of its shooting, in all honesty, is probably only going to kill two more sisters. All of the jump pack intercessors, if they were to throw a grenade and charge, that's an average of 6 mortal wounds. Now, you're going to feel no pain 3 of them. So guess what? You've lost 3 more sisters. They're charging in. All of their chain swords are pretty mediocre. Realistically, you're probably going to kill another 3. So the math works out almost perfectly where you're going to have 1 left alive. Okay, so they have now flipped this point back blue. Now, they don't want to get shot. They're going to consolidate probably just towards the center of the point. Actually, they've killed your guys and they're here. Start of your turn, you're going to sacrifice a miracle dice so that you can now resurrect. Statistically, you're going to get 2. 2 plus 1 is going to mean you're going to get 3 models back. Now, remember, we only need 3 models on this point, and we get the objective. So you're going to resurrect. And now is finally the time we charge because there is no real threat of the lion. Even though the lion is close, the lion would have to get a 7-inch charge to get all the way over here. Because when you charge in, these guys are on the wall. That's totally fine. You're going to charge in, and our girls with small bases are going to be fine. And even if you roll high, you'd go there. Now they're going to then get their attacks. So the beauty is I've got 3 girls on the point. So I already out OC them statistically because you're going to spend probably a CP. And if you give them sustained and lethal hits, you've got 12 attacks coming in, which is going to give you 3 lethals, 3 sustains. So you're really going to have basically about 10 hits with your 3. So now you've got about 12 to 13 wounds they've got to save. At -1, saving on a 4, they're going to fail 6 of them statistically. Well, guess what? There's only 5 models. So these 4 models will statistically kill, worst case scenario, they're going to kill 4 of these. But most likely, they will actually wipe the squad. But even if they only do this, even if you roll horribly and you kill 3 of them, or even if the worst rolls in history, you kill 2 of them, guess what? We still now hold this point. So when we get to their turn, again, we have denied primary and we are holding the middle. So they have to now choose. Do they want us as the defender to get to fight again and kill the rest of them? Or are they going to fall these guys back, which now cannot charge, shoot with their tank, which they know last turn only killed about 3. And let's say they do. And let's say they kill 3 again. Guess what? It would flip, but in your command phase, you get to resurrect. You burn another miracle dice. On average, you're going to get 3 models back. And in your command phase, those 3 models can go right there. Now you score 5 points and you have denied them 10 total points of primary. That's a very, very, very big swing. But here's the beautiful part. Even if you only were to get 2 on your worst rolls from before and you roll 1, you still now out OC them because your girls have 2 and they each only have 1. So hopefully this video gives you and kind of an example in real time of how you want to utilize med packs, how you want to really utilize those tar pit units. And the damage isn't what you're worrying about. It's the control and it's the pressure that it's putting on them, because now they're realizing I've got to commit more to be able to neutralize this unit and actually take over the middle. So drop a like for the Emperor, subscribe for more 40K lore and meta breakdown, because in the grim darkness of the far, far future, there is always more to break.